You may have come across terms such as soft landing and hard landing in the financial news, but what do these terms mean? In simple terms, a soft landing occurs when an economy experiences a slowdown, but stabilizes like the smooth landing of the plane you see on the left. Indicators such as consumer and investment spending soften, but continue to grow moderately. In comparison, a hard landing describes an economic downturn with a significant contraction in spending, resulting in many workers losing their jobs and companies cutting their capital investments. For example, the US economy experienced both a soft and hard landing in the 2000s. In the 2001 post-dot-com boom, the US economy's growth slowed to 1% from 4.1% in 2000, as most consumers and companies continue to spend and invest moderately. However, during the global financial crisis in the 2008 to 2009, the US real GDP contracted by 2.6% in 2009, as the financial crisis in the US and Europe significantly affected the US consumers and businesses. There are three key risks that could lead to a hard landing for the global economy. Firstly, when central banks around the world raise interest rates too aggressively, the sharp rise in the cost of borrowing could result in a hard landing. Secondly, a major financial crisis such as a banking crisis or government debt default could impact the financial system. Thirdly, major geopolitical conflicts could disrupt the supply of essential commodities such as crude oil and natural gas, resulting in higher prices and slower economic activities. So what do central banks and governments do in a hard landing? In a hard landing, central banks may start to reduce their key interest rates. Alternatively, a government may introduce fiscal stimulus measures in order to support a slowing economy. Lastly, what does it mean for investors? Economic conditions in a soft and hard landing could impact equity market returns in the short term. To ride through the short-term fluctuations in equity markets, investors should adopt a long-term investment horizon and practice ringgit cost averaging. Investors should also assess and rebalance their investment portfolios from time to time, as market fluctuations can cause their asset allocation to shift.